is Sister Hoya. And to her right, you know who he is. He comes with Lance Bow and AK-47. It is Spotted Wolf. And to his right, an evolutionary, revolutionary, let me get down with it. You know who he is, Black Sun. And to his right, our esteemed guest, it is a descendant of royalty and a revolutionary. It is Constantine Bogle. And to his right, the elder statesman of the Hero Israel program, Prince Zebekiah. And to his right, I smell smoke. It must be fire. You know who he is, Jeffrey Harris. And to his right, a smooth operator, intellect, all that. It is Brother Kamal. Brother Constantine Bogle, we will start with you because Jamaica is a jewel in the Pacific or the Caribbean, and the white man has come in and used it for his purposes. But you are the descendant of a powerful revolutionary. His name was Paul Bogle. Talk to us, Brother Constantine, about yourself and Brother Paul Bogle.
Well, brother, thanks for having me. And let me tell you something and tell your listeners. Paul Bogle is one of Jamaica's national hero and the one that you will hear the least about. Paul Bogle is from the eastern side of Jamaica, a place called St. Thomas. And Paul Bogle was a Baptist deacon. He led an uprising against the Queen. And it is out of that uprising that bring about independence to Jamaica, land reform, education, and the entire transition. The Morant Bay Rebellion, as it is called, was discussed in the Parliament of England for 7 consecutive years. The Queen of England had was to change the laws in every colonies throughout the universe because they became fearful that people, having heard what Bogle did, they were going to emulate him. And that is what bring about universal changes. Marcus Mosiah Garvey got education because of Paul Bogle. Marcus Garvey came to this country, the United States of America. And as I was told that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a follower of Marcus Garvey, Dr. Martin Luther King was inspired by Marcus Garvey. So it is one spirit and it is one movement. So today I started a memorial in honor of Paul Bogle in 1999 because Paul Bogle had died with about some 5,000 to 6,000 people in St. Thomas, and we had lost 1,000 houses in St. Thomas. Now, since we start the memorial, we changed the format in year 2000, and we started the lighting of 1,000 candles in St. Thomas. Each candle represents a family because we lost 1,000 homes and we lost thousands of people. So we put the people and the homes together and we call it 1,000 family. The British government in year 2000, the British government declared 4 months after I started this memorial that they were going to commemorate victims of slavery. And this was said by Prime Minister Tony Blair from the floors of the Parliament. If you look to the right side of that article, you will see wherein Tony Blair said that the memorial should be held on William Wilberforce's birthday, which is a white man. So Tony Blair was saying that black people should have their Memorial Day on the birthday of a white man. If you look in this article right here, you will see that the United States Complete Congress voted on the 12th of September to commemorate slavery. On the 15th of September, the United States Senate voted also to launch a memorial for slaves. Since then, none of them have done any memorial for the slaves. And this is because they were trying to trick the world in believing that the idea was their idea, when in fact it was started in St. Thomas, in Jamaica. Today, I am trying to host a memorial in Washington, D.C. We are trying to light 2 million candles in Washington, D.C. and to have every country around the world light 1 million candles in their capital to show solidarity with the biggest human tragedy that ever recorded on this earth, that is slavery.
Now let me ask you, how can, if anybody wants to get involved with this project and this mission, how can they get in contact with you? You have an email, a phone number? Give that out and then we'll move on.
Well, you can get in touch with me at 678-389-0145. Are you 678-389-0145? You 678-389-0145.
We want to thank you, Brother Constantine Bogle, and I'm going to go move to Elder Prince, because in these times of dire situations, as in the time of Egypt, Moshe was raised up. During the time of our captivity in Rome, Yeshua was raised up. After Moshe, it was Joshua. In these times of home foreclosures, job losses, mental illness, war in Iraq, what should we look to, Elder, as we prepare ourselves for the coming of the great King?
Gideon, you know, it's something that I always try to iterate to us, that we have to put more faith in the power of all powers. And he has left on record for us to understand why we're in the condition that we're in, what caused this situation. And when, as you go into the scriptures, you begin to see that he's left books and information that the compilation of the Bible or the Torah or even one of these scriptures have deleted a lot of information that would directly connect us up with who we are, where we don't have to wonder or ponder. When we go to Africa, we see the Maasai, and we see that they were connected with the children of Israel. We go to South Africa, we see the Limba, which they've taken today and had a DNA proof that they were the priests out of the tribe of Levi. So then if they did this, if they began to do that with each one of us, we would begin to find out who we are, where we came from. But the Most High left on record in one of his records written by a person who followed Jeremiah. And he said in his word, which is in the 3rd chapter of the book of Baruch, said, "You have forsaken the fountain of wisdom. Had you walked in the way of Yah, you would have dwelt enduring peace. Learn where prudence is, where strength and understanding, that you may know also where are the length of days and life, where light of the eyes and peace." So when we're walking around arguing or creating groups and having movements and, you know, trying to gain some attention, we lack sitting down and recognize that Yah has already given us attention. Okay? And he's trying to get us to take heed to his counsel, to bring us back aboard, to let you understand that it's his day. And he's beginning to take over things. Also in that, in conclusion of that, I've been saying for the last few weeks that Yah has been trying to get our attention strictly.
Yes, sir.
The tornado in Atlanta, the situation in Virginia, okay, the fact that they said recently, and they mentioned it on TV, they had 5 lights in the sky that all of a sudden disappeared and they don't want to talk about. Okay? Yah is on the move, and we need to understand that this day.
Yes, sir. We have an international panel as well as international audience. We want to welcome Clarissa from